हाय गाइस, वेलकम बैक टू द चैनल। आज हम स्टार्ट करेंगे चैप्टर द टाइगर किंग के क्वेश्चन आंसर्स। चलिए स्टार्ट करते हैं फटाफट। क्वेश्चन नंबर 1, द स्टोरी इज अ सटायर ऑन द कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ दोज इन पावर। हाउ डज द ऑथर एम्प्लॉय द लिटरेसी device of dramatic irony in the story? Answer. The story The Tiger King is about a vain and proud of king of a small state. He is a authoritative and haughty. He is a Sir Jilani Jung Bahadur, the Maharaja of Pratibhanpuram. When he is told that his death will be caused by a tiger, he says, "Let tigers beware." He has excessive pride in himself. When he kills the first tiger, he sends for the state astrologer and shows him dead tiger. The Maharaja asked him, "What do you say now?" But the astrologer warned him to be careful of the 100th tiger. The Maharaja went tiger hunting while anyone expect him. He does not allow the British officer to hunt a tiger, though he could have lost him thrown. When there were no tiger left in the forest of his state, he married in the royal family of a state with a large tiger population. There were no tigers in his father-in-law's state, because he has been killing tigers there also. By the time he had killed 99 tigers, when he could not find the 100th tiger, many officers lost their jobs because of his fury and obstinacy. He even ordered the Diwan to double the land tax. He misfired the 100 tigers, but his men were afraid that if the Maharaja came to know that he had missed his target, they would lose their jobs. So they killed the tiger. Then there appears the dramatic irony of a dramatic situation opposite to what one expects in the story. Though the Maharaja killed 99 tigers, yet he died because of a small wooden toy tiger. Thus we can say that the story is a satire of such persons in power who take excessive pride in themselves. Question number 2. What is the author's indirect comment on subjecting innocent animals to the willfulness of human beings? Answer. The story The Tiger King is written by the author in a humorous, satirical and ironical manner. It is a story of the Maharaja of a small state, Pratibhanpuram. It is predicated by the chief astrologer of the state. His death will be caused by a tiger. He sent for the astrologer when he killed the first tiger. Then the astrologer told him that he should be extra careful from the 100th tiger. The Maharaja then takes a vow not to do anything else till he kills the 100th tiger. And he goes on a hunting spree of the innocent tigers. But on the other hand, this story is also the author's indirect comment on subjecting innocent animals to the willfulness of human beings. This is because the author represents the character of the Tiger King in a derogatory way. He just emerges as a person on whom we cannot trust nor we can justify his actions. So the author, by showing the killing of tigers by the Maharaja, is indirectly commenting that one should not kill the tigers of such animals. After reading the whole story, we feel that Maharaja was cruel and selfish to kill so many tigers, who are not only innocent but they are essential for the ecological balance also. Question number 3. How would you describe the behavior of the Maharaja's minions towards him? Do you find them truly sincere towards him, or are they driven by fear when they obey him? Do we find a similarity in today's political orders? Answer. Maharajas, ministers of obedience but unimportant followers were obviously his subordinates. They were supposed to do what the Maharaja wanted them to do. They could never dare of defy the Maharaja. I think the Diwan, the minister of other, were not doing so because they were truly sincere towards him. On the other hand, they did so because they were driven by fear when they obey him. The astrologer also, despite knowing that his predictions were bound to be true, was afraid of the Maharaja. On many occasions, the Diwan obeyed the Maharaja's orders despite knowing that his demands were unreasonably unjustified. The Diwan did not want that the land tax should be doubled, but he could not resist for fear of losing his job. The hunter killed the 100 tiger when the Maharaja had missed the target, but he did not want to reveal his fact of fear of losing his job. Of course, we find a similarity of this in today's political order. Today also the political leaders, subordinates on or followers are also the yes men of them. They also dare not to defy them. They also prove that to be blindly obedient and unimportant followers of the political leaders. Question number 4. Can you relate incidents of game hunting among the rich and powerful in the present times that illustrate the coalition of human beings towards wildlife? Answer. The protection of wildlife is considered to be a matter of top priority in our times. More and more countries are aware of the necessity of represervation of wildlife. Because of game hunting, already some of the species of animals are on the verge of extinction. That is why game hunting for such kind of animals is banned by law. Though it is a punishable offense, yet still many rich and powerful persons are found hunting rare species of animal. Recently, some film celebrities were found guilty of hunting chinkara, a rare species of deer which is strictly banned by law. The case is going on in the court of Rajasthan where they committed this offense. This is just one of the many such instances we read in newspaper. However rich and powerful one might be, but no celebrity is above law. They have no right to show cruelty of animal. The people like Veerappan, who kill so many elephants, are found all over the world, who kill animals for their selfish material gains. Question number 5. We need a new system for the age of ecology, a system which is embedded in the care of all people and also in the care of the earth and all like upon it. Discuss. Answer. Ecology is the relation of plants and living creatures to each other and to their environment. To save the earth from ecological distribution and disaster, we the people of this plant earth need a new system, a system that is embedded in the care of all people and also in the care of the earth and all life upon it. We have to plan the things so that there are no ecological imbalance on the earth. If there is deforestation, there is found to be global warming which may have disastrous effect on the environment of earth. Similarly, if wildlife is adversely affected, we would not have ecological balance. The plants and all the living creatures on the earth greatly influence the environment, so we must see that they coexist if we want healthy and pollution free environment. Thank you.